Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brady here with another Race Shadow Legends video. Today we're on Cvandeu's account, and we're going to be doing an account upgrade. He's looking to improve his clan boss damage and push through Fire Knight. So he's currently on, he's currently on Fire Knight 16. Let's also take a look at clan boss. I think he's currently hitting Nightmare for 12.33 a key. So let's go ahead and look at what he has. Okay, so for clan boss, we're probably going to use Rosin, Skull Crusher, Tyrell, Occult Brawler, and Steel Skull. Let's take a look at stats. So Rosin needs more speed, needs more accuracy, needs more defense, so full rework. He's going to need masteries as well. Skull Crusher. Okay, Skull Crusher has the right speed, but he could use more defense. Let's take a look at his gear. Okay, flat defense gloves, so we're going to have to rework that. And that has 4 speed, so speed tuning Skull Crusher. Tyrell. Going to need more speed. His accuracy is fine. His defense is decent, but we're going to try to increase that as well. He does have masteries, but we're going to have to probably change these because I do not want that. Cult Brawler. He's going to need a lot more speed as well. Accuracy is fine, but a lot more defense, a lot more speed. His masteries aren't complete, but we can probably fix that. And Steel Skull. Okay, he's wearing Relentless, so that's no good. I guess the stats don't really matter because we can't wear Relentless on clan boss with counterattack. So we have to re-gear Steel Skull as well. Steel Skull also doesn't have masteries, so we're going to probably buy the rest of those and finish those off as well. When it comes to Fire Knight, we're probably going to have to re-gear Allure. She needs a lot more speed. If we have Rosin, and I'll see what else I can come up with. I don't necessarily have a Fire Knight team in mind at the moment, but I'm sure I can work it out. I'm going to re-gear all these champions off camera, and then I will come back and show you guys what I did, and then we're going to do a clan boss run and see if we can make any Fire Knight progression. Alright, and we're back here. We re-geared the clan boss team. As I said before, we're going to use Rosin, Skull Crusher, Tyrell, Occult Brawler, and Steel Skull. Now let's go ahead and see the stats. He has 182 speed now, 215 accuracy, good defense, nice crit rate. We actually had to leave crit rate gloves on because I couldn't get defense percentage gloves. For his masteries, I went with the support tree because we're currently going to be using Rosin on this account for all content in the game. Once he is specifically just for clan boss, we can switch into the defense tree, and we'll probably go down this way, right here. Then we have Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher's masteries were fine. We ended up changing a bunch of the artifacts. He now has over 4k defense. He has 173 speed. We don't need accuracy on him, and decent health. For Tyrell, he also has really good defense, 221 accuracy. For him, we had to leave crit rate gloves on as well because I couldn't get anything good with defense percentage in these sets. Occult Brawler, 41,000 health, 183 speed, 213 accuracy. And for the masteries, we went with offense and support as well. And lastly here we have Steel Skull. His masteries are like this. We went with the defense tree because this is pretty much the best thing for clan boss. For his stats, he has 36k health, 2900 defense, 181 speed, and 235 accuracy. So that's the Clan Boss team. We're going to go ahead and run it and see what happens. As you saw yesterday, he was doing about like 12, 14 mil a key or so. The goal here is going to be to get it down to 2 key. So let's take out all of this stuff. And we're going to put in, we're going to run Terella's lead. Put rosin in here. All right, that seems to be fine. And let's go ahead and run it. So I'll set up the first couple of turns, and then I'll put it on auto because he's going to be running it on auto. Actually, we can click auto right now. See how it works out. Steel Skull won't remove the stun consistently because it's not enough debuffs for him to remove the stun on auto. If you were running this on manual, you would definitely want to run. You would definitely want to use Steel Skull's cleanse move so that way Tyrell gets the attack there and doesn't actually lose his turn because of the stun. Also, Occult Brawler is booked, so he is going to use his A2 a little bit more often than I would like. Once again, if you run it on manual, you can maximize the damage. I am pretty confident, though, that this will do more than 20 mil. I have run a team similar to this before on my account when I was first starting out, and I did really well with it. So I think this team will also do really well. Especially with these stats. I mean, 4K defense is usually for Ultra Nightmare, and we got close to 4K on multiple characters. Tyrell is close to 4K. Skull Crusher is over 4K. Roz is close to 4K. And then Steel Skull and a Occult Brawler are around 3K. I think Steel Skull's over 3K, and Occult Brawler is right at 3K. As long as Tyrell keeps attack down, we should live a pretty long time. Also, having defense masteries on everyone would make Skull Crusher take less damage, which in the end might allow us to live longer, or will allow us to live longer. Also, it is important to have Rosin at 181 speed or 180 speed or higher, so that way he doesn't use Bogdown on auto. You will lose a good amount of DPS if he is using Bogdown, because his A1 hits 3 times, you get all the Giant Slayer procs, or for a chance to get Giant Slayer procs, plus he hits decently hard. Everything's definitely working out fine. At least so far, until the Clan Boss starts doing a lot of damage. The length of the run also depends on whether Skull Crusher procs War Master or not sometimes, because we need him to heal off of it. But giving him the counter masteries when somebody gets stunned actually helps out a lot, because once he starts taking a good amount of damage, you really need that War Master to proc so you can recover. You can recover your health from lifesteal. Alright, we're almost 5 minutes in. Skull Crusher isn't getting beat up too badly yet. But you see right there, actually, he didn't proc War Master. See how he's already kind of missing health? We don't want Skull Crusher getting stunned. If Skull Crusher gets stunned because he's low on health, we will lose a good bit of damage. Because he's just going to die. Not only is he going to die, he's going to mess up the whole counter turn because he will be stunned. Once he's stunned, he doesn't get the cooldown back. Nice. Nice proc there. We needed that. Come on, Steel Skull, land your poisons. Ow. Oh, Steel Skull's down. See, Steel Skull didn't proc War Master there. So a little bit unlucky. Everyone else seems to be living pretty well. I really don't have much other gear to put on them at the time. He has a lot of gear available, but some of it's not very good. Alright, now if Skull Crusher can proc War Master here, that would be perfect. Okay, that worked out nice. Now he needs to proc War Master again so he doesn't get stunned. Okay. Oh, he was going... Flame Boss was going for him anyways. But we do have that mastery that allows us to not get stunned, so that works out nicely as well. Alright, we're still alive. We're probably close to the end of the run here now. Yep, Skull Crusher's gone. So our two characters with crit rate gloves live the longest. Alright, and there we have it. 26.1 million damage going from about 12 to 14. So we're looking at over double damage here. We're going to go ahead and try to work on Steel Skull more and get his defense up so that way he lives longer, but also he died because he didn't proc War Master and didn't heal himself. Like I said, if we ran this on manual, we could control this better because you can heal Steel Skull and whoever doesn't proc War Master. But just running it on auto, this should be a very, very consistent 2-key. I mean, we're 6.1 million damage over the 2-key threshold, so there's definitely a lot of room for error. And the next thing we're going to take a look at now is going to be Fire Knight. Alright, so I was successfully able to get to Fire Knight 20 and beat it on auto. What I used for that was pretty much Allure. That's the champion that I had to re-gear. We're using 3 sets of speed gear with as much tankiness and crit rate as we could get, seeing as how Allure needs 100% crit rate. And then we also need some accuracy on her. For total stats, she has 207 speed, 35k health, 2100 defense, 100% crit or over 100% crit, and 218 accuracy. That's pretty much what you need for Allure for it to be good at Fire Knight. And the other champion that you guys didn't see the gear for is Stag Knight. We didn't really re-gear him much. I built mine for damage as well and we needed accuracy. So he's kind of fun to use this way. He's a little bit slow, but he works perfectly fine, as you will see. He's got 44k health, 159 speed, 210 accuracy, and then he's got decent crit rate and crit damage. Alright, and I can show you guys the Fire Knight 20 run real quick. So we're using Apothecary as lead, Stag Knight, Allure, Cold Heart, and Rosin. It actually makes for a pretty quick run for a first Fire Knight team. The only thing we have to do here is we have to target Errol. Sometimes he does a little bit too much damage and he'll kill somebody, mainly Allure. For now, this is not really a problem because he's not going to be full farming this. He's mostly just looking to get the Arbiter missions done. And once he gets Arbiter, we can sub Apothecary for Arbiter, and this will be a much smoother run because she can revive someone if someone does die. So the rest of the team here, pretty much everyone has Evil Eye on their A1, so that is very useful because it knocks out their turn meter. Rosin controls the enemies with his Bog Down. Stag Knight has Slow. Allure has a bunch of turn meter reduction as well. So pretty much they don't really get to take too many turns. And if you take care of Errol, they're really not a danger. With Stag Knight providing defense down and attack down, they don't really hit nearly as hard as they normally do. And with defense down, obviously, we do a lot more damage. So this is actually a pretty good Fire Knight team. It works out really nicely. It's honestly pretty fast for a first Fire Knight team as well. I think the best time we got is right around 3 minutes or so. I remember when I first did Fire Knight on my account, it took me like 5 minutes. Trying to use counter and all kinds of crazy stuff instead of just building Allure, giving her some speed and accuracy, done. Once you get to the boss, Allure pretty much can solo. Once the shield is down, the boss will never take a turn, and honestly, the boss should never take a turn to begin with. With as many hits as we have on our A1s here. And there we go. Oh, we got resisted. Rosin got resisted, and then Cold Heart came in. I mean, there's so much turn meter reduction on this team that nothing really bad can happen once you get to the boss. And look, even all the weak hits from Allure, we're still controlling the Fire Knight really, really well. Stag Knight provides the speed down, so the Fire Knight isn't really a problem as the boss. The problem is getting to the Fire Knight, and we also, Stag Knight also helps out with that a lot because of the attack down. This might be our fastest run. Under 3 minutes, perfect. Oh no, 2:37 was the best time. So as you see, it works great. This is definitely very solid to get the Arbiter mission done. So this account will now have Arbiter in a couple of days as soon as he gets the other missions complete. One thing I didn't show was Allure's masteries, so I'm going to show that right now because she didn't have any when I built her. We went with offense and support, pretty much going for some extra accuracy, Evil Eye, and then here really the only important thing is Giant Slayer, so that way we're doing a little bit of extra damage. On this account, we successfully upgraded the clan boss team. We went from around 12 to 13 million to 26 million a key, which you saw earlier, and we also got Fire Knight from level 15 to level 20. So this account is now able to get Arbiter, like I said before. So congratulations, Cvandeu. Once you get Arbiter, your life is going to get much, much easier. And I think that about does it for today's video, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.